Well, hello everyone. I'm going to do this quick video here. See what's behind me? A Kubota. I'm going to give you a quick overview of this. And I did this video, one like this, about 11 years ago. If you can believe that, 11 freaking years ago. It's crazy. And I want to show you what I got. And I'm going to show you what I'm hoping to upgrade to. Well, I won't show you because I don't have it here yet. But I'm hoping to upgrade it come summertime, maybe in the fall. Upgrade my little Kubota, maybe to a bigger Kubota, maybe to Kate. Well, Kates don't really have small ones. John Deere I like. I got my 0 turns of John Deere. I'm not a big fan of their tractors. It's just, I'm not a big person. It's personal opinion. A lot of people love John Deere's, like utility type tractors, farm tractors. Yeah, John Deere for sure, you know. But there are lots of other brands out there. But I like Kubota. It's been good to me. But you know what? Let's get started. So this is, can I find a badge on the side? Kubota 2011 MX5100HST. HST for the hydrostat. This is a hydrostatic transmission. Push the pedal front to go front, back to go back. I got the LA844 loader. I got it from, it doesn't matter, I don't think these people are in business anymore. B.E. Larkin out of, it says Gormley. It's out near Stouffville. I don't live anywhere near there. I'm just pointing that out there. But I got my loader on here. And this was a pretty basic model at the time. As you can see, it needs some new lights. This is what happens when I get overzealous trying to move round bales. I drop things, I smack trailers. But you know, who needs to see? Because you know what? I got my lights up here. I got the, I'm gonna go back to this in a second. I got these lights, like Amazon lights, I don't know, halogen or LED lights, all wired up like a kit. But yeah, I mean, make modifications. Wires come down to a little switch right here. And I don't have it plumbed in anywhere into my mast there. See it there, that little switch. But anyway, overview of the tractor. Industrial tires, 4-wheel drive, industrial tires. This winter, I put these studs in. Some of them are all bent to heck already, but you know what? They definitely help. I would, if I'd have more, I'd stud both areas here, or maybe put 3 in each tread here. But I don't have that. And it's fine. I don't have any in the back. You know, I've only needed them maybe a couple occasions. But I got industrial tires. Now, ag tires are the ones that have the big V's. And they tear up your freaking grass. They tear up your yard. They tear up anything. They got good traction, but they tear things up. And then you also got your turf tires, which in the wintertime here in this climate, garbage. Straight garbage. Because there's no traction to them. You couldn't plow snow in those in my climate. Anyway, I got my loader here. I got my big Bubba Army sticker. Now, you guys remember 11 years ago, Bubba Army. Bubba Army doesn't exist anymore, but the sticker still does. Anyway, this is a 50 horsepower, 3-liter turbo diesel engine in there. Like I said, hydrostatic transmission. This one still comes with a clutch. New ones don't come with clutches because you don't need them with HST. You got your 4-wheel drive lock, manual, mechanical, I guess. And this is your rear differential lock. Now I wish that would be a button. It's so hard to push down that pedal, and it doesn't lock in place. You push it down and you got to hold it there. And you got your 3 ranges. You got high, mid, low, and you got neutral in between, and you got your cruise control, which I find over the years the cruise control starts to stick. Now maybe I haven't lubed it up properly, or if there even are lube points that I might have missed. But basically you got high, mid range, forward, reverse. So it's basically 6-speed, 3 forward, 3 reverse. When you're just tooling around the farm, always in mid range. Low if you're plowing a lot of heavy snow or you're pulling something. And then high range if I plow my driveway in high range, because you want to be able to fling that snow to the side. The seat does not have suspension. It has these springs, that's it. And a bigger guy like me, when you're flopping around out in the field, you feel every bump you hit. The newer seats have almost like an air ride type seat to them, which I love to have. On this side over here, you got your up and down 3-point hitch, and then you got your, in the back, right there, you have manual PTO. And I installed this knob, which I love this thing. This is like a, I don't know, $20 piece from Amazon to, you know, like truckers got, right? So easy. Let's hop up in the top here. I'm gonna show you guys. Sorry about the wind again. So you got your lights, you got high, low, high, turn signals. You got your 4-ways or your emergency lights. Then you got your key, obviously down the bottom here, auxiliary on. And then here you have your throttle. Now this is a mechanical throttle, so you pull it, you're pulling the thing. Manual throttle. And then you got your loader arm, you got your flow control, which is in right now. Love the flow control. Pop it there, the bucket will ride up and down, depending unless it catches a lip. But plowing something like my driveway here, I love the flow control, because you set the blade of the bucket down, you float it, and it'll just kind of coast along the side here. And you got your instrument cluster, you got your blinkers, you got your engine, you got your plugs, your glow plugs that turn on when you turn it back. You got your battery, you got your tack, got your fuel gauge, and you got your temperature gauge. And as you see, I only got, you can read that, 926.6. I don't even have 1,000 hours on this, which for a tractor that's 11 years old, that's quite low. But again, it's a utility tractor, not a farm tractor. And you come to the back here, I got my blade on. Now my blade stays on most of the winter. You angle it. This isn't from Kubota. This is from another dealer. But any blades, Land Pride puts out blades. This is a Walco brand model W-799, 6 foot, maybe a 7 foot. I think it's a 7 foot blade actually. Sorry, because the tractor is 6 foot wide. It sticks out a little bit. Great for plowing snow. For this size tractor, you couldn't have a bigger blade. You could have an 8 foot blade, 9 foot blade, but this tractor, it couldn't pull. It's not big enough to get through the deep snow. You just slide all over the place. So this is a good blade here for sure. Spreading dirt, you can fling this all the way around, push dirt around. And you got your standard PTO shaft. It's independent PTO, so it'll spin despite anything. But if you push your clutch in, it will. So maybe that's not called a live PTO. Anyway, don't matter what it's called. That's how it works. Again, newer tractors don't have clutches. Well, the HSTs ones anyway. You got your little slow moving sun here. You got a little toolbox. These lights don't work. These are my first lights I installed, man, many years ago. To have more rear lights, they don't work anymore. Of course, you got your float link here. You have these things. This is category 1 and 2. So I got this little coupler in here to make this is category 1 fit this category 2. You put these spacers in there. Then you have these controls here. You pop these down both sides. This will telescope out, I don't know, 6 inches, 5 inches, like that. Real good for getting implements on when you're in a tight spot. And you got your top link, of course. And you got back here's where you got your hydrostat oil, and that goes in everything. Hydrostat controls your hydraulic oil, I should say. Controls your bucket. It also controls the hydrostat. It's all the same system. And then yeah, you got your roll cage, or roll bars, ROPs, because this doesn't have a cab. So typically you leave them up. Now granted, if you leave them up, you should wear your seatbelt, because if you roll it over, you won't get trapped under it. But if you have these down, you don't want to wear a seatbelt, so you can jump off. That's the idea behind it. But I leave them up because I got my big lights up there. And again, I'm not on any slope terrain, so I pretty much have a zero risk of tipping this thing over, doing my daily tasks, my daily chores with this thing. But yeah, that's pretty much over. I got my bucket. I got a bucket. I got pallet forks. I got bale spears. They got the skid steer quick connect. I'm not sure if all tractors these days come with them. So handy. You pull them up both sides, pop it off, pull the new one up, push them down. There you go. This is built real well. This is where your hydraulic fluid goes across metal. You only have flexible pipes where things move, right? That's why that's like that. And then these here, these are all metal, and they're up underneath the frame here. Let's see if we can see them. You can kind of see them right there. Everything's metal in there, all metal, steel pipe. So much better than having these. You have these when you need flexible. If not, you run the metal or the solder lines. It works so much better. The only thing that's wrong with this one is it got a hydraulic leak, but you can see how shiny that is. You see how shiny it is down in there where my plug is? It drips, I don't know, not a lot, but it drips when it's running. Otherwise, it's a great little machine. 50 horsepower. I think it's like 47 to PTO or 45 to the PTO shaft. But yeah, it served me well. It served me well, guys. So, not that anybody live near me, but this will be going up for sale. I mean, I also will get it appraised by the dealer. I'm hoping to get a pretty penny for it because it has low hours on it. It needs a little bit of work. New light, possibly a new hood if it needs to be cleaned up. If they want to do that, maybe a few $100s to put in to fix things up or whatever, grease it up, everything's good. Well, I guess they're certified, I don't know. But tractors typically, farm tractors, they hold their value. Get out of the wind, talk to you guys. They hold their value. Much more than a car does, tell you that much, because they can run forever. Tractors that can run for 50,000 hours, thousands and thousands of hours. But yeah, anyway, that's more over my Kubota. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. When I go Kubota shopping, I'm gonna hopefully bring you guys with. I think that, or well, I shouldn't say Kubota shopping. If we're gonna go tractor shopping, I'd bring you guys with. I think that might be fun. If you guys are interested in any outings that I do, where I go to a greenhouse, garden center, go to a feed store, hey, let me know in the comments. Some of them I can't because they don't want me. You don't want me to film in there, but that's all right. Heck, nowadays everybody got cell phones, right? So everybody's filming everything. Nonetheless, guys, I appreciate your continued support. If you liked the video, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. It would help me out greatly. And yeah, got more. I'm looking at the tractor now. I'm gonna have a lot more videos coming out, gardening related videos, farm videos. If you guys want to know how I built my trailer, maybe I'll do a video on that. That used to hold a big old, I don't know, a couple 100-gallon oil drum. The old farm. I brought that sucker with me, so I ain't leaving that there. That's a good little trailer for my bike, my ATV there. All right, guys, I'll catch you next time. And stay tuned for more. Can't wait to get back outside making gardening videos and farm videos for you guys. Thanks a lot.